Hello, welcome to another video from the bunker, and guess what? He's here! Everyone wants to see Arlen. And there he is. First time in the bunker and his eyes are everywhere, as you can see. He's 9 months old tomorrow and he's doing great. First boy, oh my god. Oh, he's such a joy, he seriously is. Oh my days. But the topic of today's video is going to be preppers, the new generation. And as you can tell, this little guy could be one of them preppers. So I've got some notes written down here, so I hope you don't mind me keep looking off the screen, because you know I'm never going to remember all of these little notes. So we're going to start off with homeschool. Yeah, and he likes to pull my beard, don't you? Yeah. What do they say? Don't work with kids or animals? Well, we'll see how we go. I'm sort of prepared. I've got milk and food and toys, and I call them gobregs, muslin cloths. Can't have enough of them, right, Dale? But yeah, homeschooling. Long before he was born, we decided that we're going to homeschool our son. And I'll tell you what, before I go any further, please don't judge. Personally, I won't ever tell anyone, ever, how to bring up their kids. It's their life, it's their kids. Everyone's happy with that, that's fine, okay? Oh, yeah, did you hear that? So yeah, we're going to homeschool. I'm not really much of a big fan of the education system in this country. So we're going to go over some points that my partner and I, hopefully, are going to try and teach this little man as he grows up. Yeah, you don't be going to school, do you? No, I want real school. So we're going to be teaching them first aid. Okay. I don't think they do enough, nearly enough at schools. Oh, getting a bit of a handful already, ain't you? Yeah. Do you want monkey? There you go, monkey. You don't want monkey, do you? We're going to teach them about wild edibles, tree and mushroom identification, cooking. I can definitely help them out with cooking. I just love cooking, and I do know a lot about cooking. All self-taught. Yeah, you little wriggler, ain't you? You little crackerjack, ain't you? Right. Yes, nutrition as well, part of cooking. Medicine. I'm a firm believer of food is medicine, and what we put on ourselves does what it needs to our bodies, etc. So if we look after ourselves, we shouldn't get sick as much, should we, mate? No. Grow your own food. Some of you know I used to have an allotment for about 3 or 4 years, and I learned a lot about organic gardening, allotments and companion planting, i.e. you don't need to use any pesticides or chemicals, right? Not good for you, is it, son? No. We're going to be teaching him fire, all of the safety aspects of course. Shelter, water, survival, basically blankets all of that, or covers all of that. Camouflage and concealment, patrolling and site safety. Yeah, I know, some of you think, yeah, we're going to turn him into a soldier, but this is when he's older, okay? This is long after he's learned all of his basic little skills, right? Tying knots, shooting, hunting, tracking, fishing. And yes, some of my vegan friends are saying, why would you want to teach your son that? Well, I'm a firm believer, when the shit hits the fan, believe you me, everyone is out for their own, and if you are hungry, you will kill an animal to eat it. I don't care what you say, this is my channel, this is my views, and this is what I plan to do with my family. Yeah, okay. What else we got? The phonetic alphabet and Morse code, very, very important. You don't get schools teach kids this sort of stuff, you know. So what I've done with my partner, she was new to phonetics, she was pretty good in it now. When we used to travel to work together, I used to teach her about number plates of the car in front. What's that one say? Alpha, Papa, etc. And she learned pretty quickly, and I think it's a good fun way to teach someone. I'm not sure if it's trivial. No, you're doing pretty good. You don't need the gob cloth, do you? No. Tell you what, let's have a banana break. This should be fun. Look. Yeah, look. He loves you. I tell you, he loves his food. Don't you? There you go. So, yeah, we're going to be doing all of that sort of thing. Lock picking as well. Be the urban grey man. Okay. Now, lots of us live in urban environments, and personally my bug out vehicle is just no ID marks on it, no stickers, no labels, nothing to draw attention, no external roof racks and ladders and all of that sort of thing. That's just me. I just do not like to draw attention to myself. Okay. When I had the Hilux, you know, I sprayed it all matte green, olive drab, and everywhere I went, people were looking. And you know, being a prepper, that's what you do not want, in my opinion. Okay, these are my beliefs, my channel, my opinions. Okay, take it or leave it, but that's how I feel. So we're going to be teaching him about being a grey man in urban environments. Knife skills, absolutely very important. Now, we're going to be teaching Arlen knife skills as early as possible. We have friends out in Sweden, and we see 3-year-olds with Mora's whittling. Can you imagine that in this country? How embarrassing. Okay, so knife skills, very important. Look at him, check him out. Want some more? Of course he does. Little chuggle guts, isn't there? Also with knife safety, maintenance, how to look after your knife, how to stop it rusting, how to keep it sharp, what to do if you get a chip in it, all of these things, okay? And what not to do with knives around fires, etc. Come on then, here's some more. Good lad, you're doing well, son. Teaching him to swim and to climb. These two things are basically what we think of as fear orientated. Now, some people, they're well there, mate, isn't it? Some people are scared of water and swimming, even in adulthood, and we think that's a bad thing. Also, heights, climbing. I was scared of heights a long time ago, and years ago I'd done some abseiling off of cliffs, and it pretty much done quite a lot to get over my fear of heights. So we're going to be going through some climbing and abseiling, of course. Oh, you would love that, son. That moment where you hang over the edge of the cliff with your hands behind your head, having full confidence and ability and safety. Once you get over that, once you go, oh, you love it. It's great. So we're doing some abseiling. How cool is that one day? Clothes repair. Now, you know, lots of people when they're out in the fields, you know, they rip clothes, etc. They're just not sure what to do about it. Being in the reserves years ago, we was taught to put together our own housewife kit. Basically a sewing kit, really. So if you get a big rip in your trousers, you can sew it back up. So his mum is excellent with all that sort of thing, and I can get by pretty much no problem at all out in the field repairing clothes, so he's going to be taught all of that sort of thing. Construction and vehicle repair, so problems with your car, it breaks down, you need to change the brakes, all that sort of thing. Do it all by yourself, okay, save a bit of money. Want some more? You want some more? Hey. Maybe he doesn't. What do you want, monkey? What else is there? Fitness. We want to make sure that we don't have an obese kid. We want to make sure that he's nice and fit and healthy. So we'll be going out for runs, etc. No problem at all. Self-defense as well. This is going to be a bit for both of us. I'm looking at Krav Maga. A few of my friends swear by it. And I know if you yourself are watching now and you know, you do martial arts, yeah, you might be banging on about what you like, but we're going to start off with Krav and then work from there. Because if you can't defend yourself and all of your kit and equipment and family and loved ones, it's not going to be very good for you, okay? So we're going to learn that together. How fun's that going to be? Oh my god, you could get a chance to punch daddy in the guts. That should be fun. Obviously, people are thinking, well, what's he going to learn? We're going to teach him maths, reading, writing, all of them basic sort of things. Geography and history as well, very important. Yeah, but we're going to teach him the history which we want him to learn. We don't, because when I was at school, the history that I learned was just the Industrial Revolution, and it's a bit boring, and that's all it was. So we're going to rapidly expand on that. A bit of a wriggler, ain't you? What's the matter? What's the matter? So you're waiting for that banana to come out everywhere. You want to play with that? Yeah? Do you want to hold it? No. Okay. That's alright, son. Doing really well, aren't you? Electronics. I've been working in the electronics sector for about 30 years now. So I'm going to be teaching lots of the stuff that I know about electronics, how it works, what to do if something doesn't work, fault finding, repair, diagnosis, etc. So it's great having access to comms equipment and hand radio, but if it doesn't work and it breaks, you need to know how to repair it, okay? I'm more than capable of teaching this young man all what I know. 30 years experience, should be $1 really. Social groups. Now a lot of people think about homeschooling is for a lone child is not a good thing because they don't get socialised. But to be honest, if you haven't looked on the internet, especially over the last, say, 6 months, it's gone absolutely crazy. There are so many groups locally. You want some more? There's so many groups locally. Forest schools as well. There you go, you missed that bit, didn't you? So I might do another video, separate video about forest schools one day soon. Some of you guys not aware about it. We've got a lot of catching up to do with our friends up in Sweden. Okay, so forest schools, they are absolutely taking off right now. So you couldn't come a better time, could you? Because we love him out in the woods, and he sure loves the woods too. Absolutely does. Something for the mind as well, some meditation and some Reiki, because that will keep him grounded, etc. And it's good for the learning development. All of this is available on the internet. It's very much proven. And of course we have police and fire departments using meditation to get over certain PTSD things. So, you know, don't knock it till you try it. Reiki really worked for me, that's all I can say, a long time ago. Leave no trace and respect nature. Yeah, because we love nature, and you know, our woodlands are something to be absolutely loved, cherished and respected, and if you don't look after it, it's going to fall into decline. Leave no trace, you know, it does really break my heart when I go to the woodland and I see just rubbish everywhere, people dumping stuff. So again, another follow from the idea out in Sweden. All their kids are brought up to never ever ever litter or make a mess of nature. They totally respect it. And of course, if you're, ooh, you've got burpees, eh? If you're lucky enough to have been to Sweden, you will know that there's no rubbish anywhere. And it's disgusting how we treat our country over here. Especially the kids, you know, they just throw rubbish everywhere. You know, in my idea, in my feeling, sorry, the education system doesn't work because kids aren't educated to keep the country tidy, alright? So that's going to be another thing. Recycle, reuse and to be self-sufficient. Now to me that is the key to everything really. What are you like? Look, can you see everybody? Look, who's that? Is that on the screen? He's not wanting to play ball at the moment. You've got a little bonkers, haven't you? So yeah, recycle and reuse. Our financial situations pretty much forced us into getting all of our stuff recycled from the tip, from charity shops, saved an absolute fortune, and we're slowly building an absolutely beautiful home. And it's the same as everything. If you invest time and effort, you will eventually get what you need. And as I said, you know, the furniture and things we've got for like £5 here, £10 there. You know, if you're clever, you can fix up some of these things. In fairness, some of the stuff we've got don't need much fixing up, and they can be sold on for a couple of £100. So you know, we've got a lot of really nice stuff in our house, but it's cost us next to nothing. So this little guy is going to be taught all of that sort of thing, which leads me on to being debt-free and money management. Now, as far as I know, they don't really teach this sort of stuff at schools. This is an on and off game, isn't it? Because there's so many kids just getting into debt and they just don't know the value of money. And it's like Scott, a long time ago, Wessex Blades, says, you know, he's a big believer in making his own stuff. You make your own stuff, you tend to look after it more, you respect it more, rather than, you know, just go out and spend money on it, okay? And last but not least, respect his elders. I don't think there's enough respect for our elderly in the UK, which is absolutely disgraceful. So he will be learning how to respect his elders. These are just my thoughts, and you know, a new generation of preppers. So he's going to grow up, hopefully, with a base mentality of being pretty much self-sufficient. Okay. What I didn't want him to do is just drop him off at school. 16 years later, you know, he ends up working at McDonald's or something with a few GCSEs. So, no way. When he's 16, our goal is that he can be, in his own mind, really self-sufficient, and the skills that we teach him should carry him on for many, many years to come. Lots of the skills I learnt in the Cubs when I was a kid, going out to the woods with my dad, building shelters, etc., a bit of shooting. It's still with me. You know, I'm like 47 this year, so this little boy, what are you doing, son? Is going to be having pretty much some of that. Oh, there you go. Look. Arlen. Arlen, did you want some milk? Did you want some milk? No, he doesn't want any milk. What about some matches and some sweets? Oh, look at that. It's like a big rattle, isn't it? 1980s compo, you can't beat it, eh? So that is what we hope to achieve with our son over the next 16 years, give or take. Some of you parents might well be absolutely laughing your heads off and say, yeah, it's okay to have these goals and, you know, blah blah blah. No, you don't want to be putting that in your mouth. You can put this in your mouth, no? Oh. No, you want them sweets, don't you? Come on. Kids turn out however they want to turn out. You know, we're here to look after him, and it's his life and it's his journey. And yeah, you get my point. So we hope that he takes on board all of his stuff, but if he doesn't want to, it's his choice. But we're going to try, okay? And people don't get nowhere in life if they don't try. So that's what we're going to do. So I hope that's inspired some of you, because there's been 3 babies born in the community over the last 10 months, and 1 on the way. I'm not going to reveal who they are because it's down to them if they want to keep it private. Yeah, but you're going to be meeting a few of them at the prepper meeting, yeah? Of course he is. And so will many of you guys who come to the prepper meet this little lump. 17 pound he weighs. Oh God, it's good strength exercises. So 9 months old tomorrow, and all's good. So if you're wondering why I haven't done any overnight videos, I just don't want to be away from my son. I just love him too much. But when the time's right, I will be. And who knows, I could be taking this little maggot along with me. You like pulling my beard, don't you? Right, you can look at the video. Look, he's out there. Ooh, hello. Look, I tell you what, his mum takes pictures of him and puts them on Instagram, and he knows to smile at selfies now, don't you? Hey? Wicked. Okay, so that's it from both of us from the bunker. I hope you liked it and giving you guys food for thought if you're thinking along the same lines. Stay safe, keep your eyes open, and stay funky.